for the coming years on Earth. It is a stable and strong community. It is soul deep connections. It is knowing who you are and feeling confident and free to be in your true self, in your authenticity, so that you can attract the souls, the people, the community, the connections that are going to help you grow, that are going to help you build, that are going to help you create, that are going to help you ground when you lose yourself and you get lost in the loops and you forget about the magic of life, because it happens to all of us, right? And we're not supposed to do this alone, guys. We are not built to be living the way that our society is currently living, all separated in little boxes and all paying all of our money to the people at the top who, as we can clearly see, are not on a good vibe. And so how do we operate the times that we live in? How do we work through this time on Earth? And we need connection, we need community. We need to be reminded of this importance. And the new Earth, you'll hear me say this all the time, but it's because it's happening, it's crumbling. The division, the fear, the control that has had everyone in a kind of amnesia, or the majority of people in an amnesia, like in a coma over the past however many years, especially while Saturn was in Pisces. That is lifting now. It's lifting, and it's not a soft energy, it's raw, it's real. It can be violent. It can feel like there's this fire within you that's like, okay, I need to do something. And yeah, you do. You need to take ownership over your life. You need to take leadership over your life. What you put your time and energy into, who you give money to, all of these things you do have control over. We've just been programmed to believe otherwise, and programmed to believe that we're powerless and we don't have a choice, and this is it. But it's not true. And so this time that we are at, age of Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Saturn and Neptune in Aries, the year of the fire horse. We're in eclipse season now. We had a new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius last night. These are times of great change. And if we're speaking about Aquarius energy, we want to speak about the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Uranus in modern astrology. And Uranus gets called the disruptor, right? Like, whenever I think of Uranus or Aquarius energy, the one person I always think of is Nikola Tesla, because he was literally the embodiment of the age of Aquarius, So if you only know Tesla as like Elon Musk's cars, then you need to go and do some freaking research of like the real old world, the truths. Nikola Tesla understood the laws of the universe, and he understood energy, and that the energy that I speak about and that I work with in my work, like doing energy healing for people, isn't that different from the energy that powers our grid system, our electrical system that allows for us to cook and clean and put lights on and all of this stuff. They're not that separate. And so that is what this age of Aquarius is about. It's about remembering the fusion between spirit and science, and awakening to the truth that has been kept hidden for us for centuries, And I believe that over time, over the years, there's been many times where humans have awoken and have remembered, like, oh, actually, the interconnectedness of everything. And then a new narrative gets rolled out, the old generation dies, and there's this new narrative that enforces power on us, making us believe that we're powerless. But we're in the age of Aquarius now, guys, and that spell is being lifted. And the way that the spell is lifted is through our own consciousness, our own state of mind, our vibration. Yeah, you always see people talk about raise your vibration, align with the highest vibration. It's because it's true. Everything in this world is energy. Your thoughts create your reality. Your beliefs create your thoughts. You have control over these things. You can choose them. And therefore, if you can choose them, then you can create your own reality. And if more people awaken to this truth, that we are spiritual, energetic beings in a physical body, and we are connected to the universe, and we are connected to one another, then the force, the power, the magic that we hold is unstoppable. It's ungovernable. You know? Governments are just systems put in place to govern us, to surveil us, to control us. And more people are realizing ways in which we can work the system, you know, work in ways that actually allow our true divine essence to be embodied. So yeah, tips for navigating this crazy time on Earth. You need to have people around you who can support you and you can support them. Because yes, it's an exciting time. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Things will continue to get crazier and crazier. But if you're able to awaken to this truth, that you are the one in control, that you're the creator, and you're able to take back your power from these systems of governance, mainstream media, narratives, whatever, then, you know, you become like a big beautiful beam of light, and you can help other people remember their sacred truth as well. That's the mission, baby. Like, that is really what it's about. So yeah, find your people, know who you are, change your beliefs to believe in the things that your heart knows is true, your heart knows is possible, but you've just spent a little bit too long under the guise, under the influence, under the blindfold of the Matrix. We all get lost in it sometimes, but you know, just like Neo in the Matrix, we're literally shown this by the Matrix itself. You know, he finds his people, he finds Trinity, he finds people that help him remember, that help him continue to fight and evolve consciousness. So yeah, that's what we're here to do. And now that we're officially in the year of 2026, like in real time, and we're officially in the year of the fire horse, it's time to rise up. It's time to tune into that element of fire. Like, fire is destruction just as much as it is creation. We need to destroy, dismantle the old stories, the old identities, the old ways of being and operating in the world, the old jobs and role systems and pay and whatever it is. We need to dismantle it, let it burn, let it all go, so that we can rebuild, so that we can then create. And yeah, that might sound scary, but if you get used to doing this practice, this elemental alchemical practice within yourself, then you will be much more adept at being able to deal with it in the outside world. And when people aren't aware of this, when people are just fast asleep and plugged into whatever it is that's being rolled out and, you know, forced down our throats, then of course when things kick off, of course when there's chaos, of course when there's something like a global pandemic, they're going to go into fear. And because they don't feel like they have any power in themselves, they're going to run to the very systems that are instilling that fear in them, and they're going to think, oh, they can save me, they can give me safety, they can provide for us, you know. It literally feeds. The Matrix is like so based off of like our own childhood wounds and how our relationship with our mother and father just wanting someone to look after us, but hello, wake up. The Matrix is not looking after you. Be your own daddy, be your own mama, you know. Mother, Father, God is within you. So yeah, that's my piece. It's my ramble today. And